So, welcome to my last social media that I keep. It's this site called LinkedIn, which I always think of as like the glorified CV website. You got a news feed, you'll see, I'll talk about that a bit later, where people post about business and other stuff, much in the same way you do in Facebook and other live feeds. Yeah, I've spent more time on this site than I would care to admit. I've worked some sales jobs and so on. So I've been writing on here. It's also become a bit of a social outlet for me. But my end goal is to somehow uh, be rid of it. It's like my last piece of social media. I don't do any social media you can imagine. Um, or maybe I lurk on Reddit a bit, but this is like my last account. So I'd love to get rid of it. So I just want to talk about one or two things as I have the account at the moment. And I might need it for work in the short-term future, how I'm kind of dealing with this horror of having social media. So if you look at the feed, there's not much here. It's because I've unfollowed every single person. Um, so that's pretty cool. So just LinkedIn spams me like jobs which I've already hidden, some companies to follow, and some education. So I don't hear about any of my contacts and what they have to say or what they're interacting with. So that's, to my mind, brilliant. And you can do this on other, I don't know, social media that works like this. Just unfollow absolutely everybody. It will take probably, if you've got too many friends or connections, it might take you an hour. Hopefully you find some script on the internet to make it faster. But it's worth it to clean up your, getting this, like, I would call it garbage in your head, just like, um, kind of locker room conversation, but it's not really, and I don't know. I've, I've posted before, so obviously I've seen some value in it, but it's not of interest these days. All right, what do I want to show you? Just one or two things to show you. Let me go here or here. So if you go to my network, and then select people I follow or something like that, you get to this page. You can see I am not following anyone. So you would just go to this page if you wanted to replicate what I'm doing and just not follow anybody. And then you won't hear about them, which to my mind is brilliant. And then I just thought I'd show you this pretty random add-on that I found and I've been using. I don't know why this is probably something. It's noise cancelling, which is great. Anyway, hiding feed, which should be switched on at the moment, so who knows why it's not feeding through. Ah, cool. So as you can see, um, this add-on, and I imagine there's other add-ons similar, when you go to your newsfeed, they show you a picture instead. And before I had this solution of unfollowing everybody, this is what I had. This isn't a foolproof solution because it's like a per device solution rather than a universal solution. But I think it's a really cool way just to block the newsfeed so you don't see it. And then if you've unfollowed everyone, even if you do see a newsfeed for some reason, you're not getting connected with it. So this is really, how should we call it? Let's call it how I do LinkedIn. You might call this extreme, especially for a website which is probably not very interesting to a lot of people. But for me, this is my own social media. So this is where I have to have the biggest defenses. So I hope this has been useful. LinkedIn addiction, who talks about that? Um, no one. But there is like an addictive feed in it. So hopefully this helps somebody out.